What's up, Madden fans? I'm TNT713, founder of MaddenUniversity.com, where for 16 years, we've been your source for Madden strategies, communities, and competition. If you like this video, tackle that like button and ring the bell to subscribe so you never miss a new release. What's up, Madden fans? It's TNT713 back here again for the Madden NFL 20 season, and this video is going to be breaking down how you can build your own custom playbook for use in Madden NFL 20. I use mine for online games, but you may be able to use these for franchise or other types of games, depending on what type of system you play. In any case, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this. I am on the PlayStation 4 system, but as I go through, I'll be talking about what you need to do different, if you need to do anything different on the Xbox. And this year, I'm going to go through all the steps on creating your own playbook. And those steps are, first and foremost, selecting a starting playbook, and we'll get into all of these in a little bit more detail as we go through. Last year we detailed these in 3 steps. Now we're going to go through and break them down into 7. So selecting a starting playbook is 1. The second is choosing your favorite base play. Number 3 is gut the playbook that you start with. That's taking out everything that is in the playbook and stripping it so that it doesn't have anything in it, and then basically you'll start from scratch. And then step 4, and this step's important because this step, once you have done steps 1, 2, and 3, once you get to step 4, you will save this, and then you will not have to go through steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 anymore all year long. So this is a one-time deal. So once you get to step 4, that's a one-time thing, and then from that point forward, anytime you want to create your own playbook, you'll start at step 5. Step 5 being add plays to your playbook. Number 6 is to set your audibles, and last but not least, number 7 is to save your game-ready playbook. Just a heads up, when you get to step 4, your playbook is not game ready. Don't go into a game with that playbook. What you want to do is you want to build your playbook and then take the playbook that you build into the game. So let's go ahead and get started. And what we'll have is once you boot up, you'll get to this title screen where you've got all of the items here in the X Factor section. You'll have exhibition, I should say. You'll have exhibition, ultimate team, franchise, face of the franchise, and then you'll have this little gear underneath your name. As I'm TNT713, so it's just below my name. And let me scoot over a little bit. So it'll be right, wrong hand, right down there. Right down there. I don't know if you can see my finger, but it's right down there. Easy way to get to it is if you use the L1 button, it will switch. L1 and R1 buttons, those will be the left and right bumpers if you're on Xbox. If you hit the R1 button or the right bumper button one time, it'll get you down to the gear. And then you want to hit the button, because hit the X button or the A button on Xbox, and that will get you to the menu. The first thing you want to do is drop down to Customize Playbooks. And once you get in here, we will get down to step number 1, which is select a starting playbook. And for all intents and purposes, we are going to start with, last year we used the Chargers playbook. This year, let's go with the Raiders. And you can pick these at random. It really doesn't matter how you do them. Actually, let me take off these glasses. These glasses ain't doing either of us a bit of good. So what's happened is in order to check or to figure out which playbook you want to use, you might have a specific play. that you want to run, and you might want to try to use a playbook with that play already in it. And the reason we're picking the Raiders this year is that the base play that we want to use is not in this playbook already. So this is to illustrate that you don't have to have the perfect playbook or the one that already has your play in it in order for this to work. If you watched last year's, you know I love the single back dice slot tight end post play, and this formation, this playbook doesn't have the single back dice slot formation in it at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to add it. So we're going to choose the Raiders playbook, and then we're going to go into step 2 because this playbook doesn't have what we want in it. We're going to go down to step 2, which is to choose your favorite base play. What our favorite base play is, and we're gonna, right now we're up at the audibles. You'll hit the R1 or the right bumper if you're on Xbox. You'll hit it a couple times, and you'll go over to all plays, which is the set of menus up at the top. There's 4 of them. There's audibles, which shows you all the formations in your playbook and the audibles that are associated. I won't go through them, but just know I'm taking all these shotguns out of my play. I ain't using no shotgun. So, and there's my playbook, which will go through each of the formations that you have in your playbook. We're going to look for, we know that it's not already in there, but we need that dice slot to be right in here. And it will show you all of the formations on the left with the L2 button. That's going to be the left trigger on Xbox. And then you can cycle through in any one of those formations, any of the sets that are available using the R2 or the R2 or right trigger button if you're on Xbox. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to all plays, because this lists all the plays that are available in the game. Theoretically, there's plays that are in the game that are not in these playbooks, that are not in all plays, that are only available in, like, say, the West Coast playbook. There'll be some formations in there that you can't get to otherwise. It is what it is. I didn't write the game, so don't put it on me. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and find the play that we want, which is going to be in single back. We'll get there by navigating using the L2 button, left trigger on Xbox, holding it down, cycle to single back, and then we're going to hit the R2 button, right trigger if you're on Xbox, and we're going to go down to dice slot. And what you may notice is just above my left shoulder, right up here, well, get my finger going the right direction again, right here, you'll see that the plays in set and the play count are basically what we're going to be looking at. We're not going to really look at them real hard, but right now we want to look for the tight end post play. And notice the plays in set. When I hit the cross button on PlayStation, which is going to be the A button on the Xbox, when I hit that button, it will put a checkbox in the tight end post play. The plays in set number will go up, and that lets you know that that play has been added to your playbook. Now here's what we want to do. Because we are selecting our own base play, we're going to lock in this play. We're going to lock this tight end post play in by rating it for a specific situation. And I'm going to try and pick one of these situations. First thing we're going to do is going to hit the square. That's going to be the X button if you're on the Xbox. And we're going to go down to something that most people don't have a whole bunch of plays for. We're going to do Hail Mary, and this is arbitrary. Basically what we're going to do is when we're in this rate the play button section, Whenever we hit the cross on PlayStation or the A on Xbox, it puts half a star. And we hit it more, we can add 5 stars. We want to make this a 5-star play. Then when we go, and then we'll hit R1. And we don't use my game plan often, but we will use it to lock in this specific play so that we can't delete it from our playbook. And you'll understand why we're doing that in a minute. So the thing we're going to do is lock in our base play. We're going to hold down the left trigger on Xbox, L2 on PlayStation, and we're going to go down to, I think it was the Hail Mary situation. And like I expected, we don't have a whole ton of plays that are available for this situation right off the bat. And what that does is it makes it so that it doesn't take us all day to delete these other plays. So what we're going to do is everything, but we're going to keep this play because that's our base play, and we're going to get rid of all these others. So we're going to hit the square button on PlayStation, which is going to be the X button on Xbox, and we're going to hit it. It's going to bring up this menu. We can add a play or remove a play. So we're going to remove this play, and we're going to do that for every play in this situation. Alright, so now we only have, once you've done that and you've gotten rid of everything except for your base play, this will be the only thing available. So here's where it gets important. If you'll notice down below, and you can't see it on my screen because I've got the black gradient blocking it out. But trust me, if you're following along with me, it is on your screen. If you're on PlayStation, hit the triangle button. If you're on Xbox, hit the Y button, and that will bring up the copy and paste menu, and it will look a lot like this. Now, what that does is it will take your Hail Mary situation, which you're looking at right now, and I am just going back and forth, hit the triangle or the Y on Xbox, and it will give you all of the situations except for the Hail Mary. Now you can copy these individually, one at a time, but I'm not going to copy them one at a time. I'm going to hit triangle or Y on Xbox and put a checkbox in everything because I want to copy my current Hail Mary situation, which only has one play in it. I want to copy that to every situation. So I copy that, and then I hit the cross button on PlayStation or the A on the Xbox, and it brings me to the warning. It's saying, hey, this is going to kill everything else that you have, and you're going to only have one play available for all the other situations. One play on first down, one play on second, one play on third, all that good stuff. That's what we want. We want to lock this play in. So now when we go to what's my first down play? It's my base play. What's my third and medium? Well, third and medium play? That's my base play. What's my fourth and short play? That's my base play. And what this does is it locks it in, so we can't delete this play now because it is the last play in all of those situations, and you have to have a play in those situations. Now the hitch is there's at least one other play. There's one situation that doesn't have anything listed for it because it's not on the list, and it's different in different playbooks. In this playbook, I think there is a play from single back Y trips that we can't delete because it's in the conserve time situation, which isn't listed in my game plan, but you'll see that in just a moment. So the next step in our creating our custom playbook is to gut the current playbook. What we're going to do right now is remove all of the plays in this formation. Well, but what we're going to do is we're going to start with the formation that I hate the most. I don't ever want to see shotgun in my playbook. So I'm going to kill all the shotgun plays. And the reason I kill these first is because by killing these first, any plays that might be stuck in a situation that I can't see or get to otherwise will have some other play from some other formation that's stuck in there, as opposed to if I save these for last and then I'm stuck with a shotgun formation that I don't want. So anyway, what we do is we hit the triangle on the PlayStation. That'll be the Y button on Xbox, and what that does is it says get rid of all the plays in this set, and it will do that. And what you'll notice is that the shotgun, whatever that was, disappears from the set list. So what happens is right now I'm on shotgun bunch. I hit the triangle, Y on Xbox, hit the cross, A on Xbox to confirm, and bunch disappears off of my list of sets. So I'm going to go through all of these and kill it with a skillet, as a former co-worker of mine used to say. And we're going to do that for every set in the shotgun formation, and then subsequently every set in the other formations as well. So let's go all the way through this. Shotgun, I've got a handful of these left. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of them shotguns. Go on, get to getting. We don't want none of y'all. You're unwanted. Undesired. Okay, so we've got one last formation in shotgun, and that is going to be the bunch quads. And now you will see that it will switch to the next formation. If we try and look for a shotgun in my formation list, it is no longer in my playbook. I don't have any formations for this one, or I should say any shotgun formations. So the next step is to go through and get rid of, I'm going to start with this Y trips because I know that there's a play in there that I don't really want, and I may want to hold on to a different formation than the one that this was going at. Now, you will at some point come across a formation that will not allow you to delete every play, and that will either happen now or when you get to one of the plays that you want to keep. And we're gonna keep on getting rid of these. Like right now, if I get rid of the dice slot play, or try to, I should say, if I try to remove it, I get this message. And what this message says is I can't remove this play. And this is the reason that we rated it so high. It's the reason that we went to my game plan. It's so we couldn't remove it. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to some other formation. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to do this here. And we're going to get rid of all of these. Now there is one other play, and that would be this one. It is the verticals play out of bunch. It is the conserve time safe situation. I don't have any way of accessing this situation, so what we're going to do is use the bunch formation to add other plays, and so this will be one of the formations that we use in addition to the dice slot. And as you can see right now, we've got two sets in the single back formation. Each of them have one play each. We're going to keep both of those, and we're going to move on to the next formation and remove anything that's in these. So we'll keep on removing plays. I'll try to make this go fast. By this time you should have the hang of it a little bit. Single back I formation. We're going to get rid of all of these bad babies. And we may end up going back and re-adding a good deal of these. Okay, so right now single back is grayed out as my formation. I've got bunch and dice slot. And if you can see in, where are you? There you go. Right there. You'll notice that 44, I've got 44 out of 500 plays. 500 plays is the most I can put in a playbook. And right now I've got 44 of them, whereas it looks like I've only got 2. The other 42 plays are things like punts, fake punts, and like kickoff formations and kickoff returns and that kind of thing. So 44 is either 42 or 43 is going to be as low as you're going to be able to get. So consider that to be your 0 point in terms of plays. So what we're going to do now is we have finished gutting our playbook. And so the next step is going to be save the Bear playbook. And this one's not game ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the option key. I don't know what that one is on Xbox, so you know, consult your own. And you can see I've got like a bunch of them already. I'm gonna call this one Bear, B-A-R-E, Bear offense. Let's see, do I have enough letters? I don't have enough letters, so I'm gonna just call it Bear off. Then hit the button. My file has been saved. And what this does is that when I come out, I'm gonna go back to the title screen. So when I boot up the game, I hit the button to get from the original animations. It's going to bring me to this title screen. And then if I want to customize a playbook and build one straight away from scratch, I go straight here, hit this button, and boom, I start building my playbook. Now it's going to add this Hail Mary trio probably to your playbook. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't want no Hail Mary trio. I'm going to get rid of you. Move all plays. I don't want that in my playbook at all. So my next step is going to be, now that we have left, come back, made sure everything is everything, my next step is going to be to add plays to my playbook. Now here's where I'm going to start from now on. I'm going to just go into Bear offense and start grabbing plays. And you do that by going into all plays. It helps to go into, what? Did you just add that? Better not have. Goes into all plays. And I don't want to start with Hail Mary. I want to start with single back. I want to take my dice slot formation and add things to complement my tight end post play. Now this is important, and this is very important for you to remember, is that when you are playing Madden, you have a play at the top, a play in the middle, and then a play down below. And if you use the default settings, that's going to be your triangle at the top, your square at the middle, and then your cross button at the bottom. If you're on Xbox, it's going to be Y, X, A. Those will be your plays from top to bottom. That means you basically need at least 3 plays per panel. So a full panel being the top, middle, and bottom play. So I always add my plays in multiples of 3. So if I've got 34 plays that I want to add, I decide which of them I'm going to cut, because I don't want to have a play panel with a top play and then nothing below it. I want to make sure I got a top, a middle, and a bottom play, so that when I pick a play, if somebody's sitting next to me, they don't know exactly which play I picked. Where if you got one play there and nothing else, they're going to know you picked that play. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 3 plays. Actually, we're going to make sure we've got 6 plays for each of these formations that we're going to add. And another thing you want to know is that The order in which your plays show up is the order that you add them. So my top play, the play at the very top, is going to be tight end post. The next play I pick is going to be my my middle play. So I'm going to go down to a play that I expect to use quite a bit, because I'm going to be using the tight end post play quite a bit, and I'm going to go with the 0-1 trap play. Then I'm going to go with another play, which is going to be a short pass play. Let's find a good short pass play to go to complement these two plays that I've got in there. And we're going to go with slants. So all three of these plays, the tight end post, 0-1 trap, and then the slants play, are going to be on the first panel. So I'm going to move to the second panel, and we want to have a short to medium pass. So we're going to pick the curls. We want to have a run play. So we're going to pick, where's my run play? I got a run to the middle, so I also want to have a run outside if I can find it. I'm looking for a stretch if I can find one. No stretch play. Alright, so there's a counter. Cut back, inside zone. We'll go with the halfback smash. And then the next play is going to be the slot post. And as you can see in my plays in set, I've got 6 plays. That's going to be 2 panels. Panel 1, top 1, middle 1, bottom 1, and then on the next panel we'll have top 2, middle 2, bottom 2. And what that does is that gives me 2 full panels that I can use in a game. So my next step is to get out of this formation and figure out, where was I? That was single back bunch. We've got one play here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take we've got verticals. That's going to be our top play. The next play is going to be, let's go with this quick pitch, and that's gonna, so verticals, quick pitch, and then something a little shorter than verticals. We'll look for a short pass play. Actually, you know what? Short pass play. Alright, we're going to go with the tight end angle. And then for our second panel, we'll start at the top. We'll go with the flanker drive. We need a run play. We also want that, because our first run play is a run to the outside. We want my next play to be one in the middle. So we're going to run with the halfback slam. And then for our last play, we're going to go with the spacing play. We like that play, so we're going to go, that's 6 plays. That'll going to give us 2 play panels in 2 separate sets on the same formation. So we're going to pick a different formation now. We're going to go with the weak eye, and we want the weak eye pro formation. And the main play we want here is the halfback gut. That's going to be our top play. We'll get the wide receiver drag, and then we're also going to get a straight and quick slants. Now we're on the second panel. We're going to be looking for a run play of some sort. Do we want that weak? We want a power O weak. We also want a power O play action play, if we can find it. Play action F slide. we'll go with the play action boot. And then we also want to have a medium pass play. You know what? We're going to go with this screen. We'll go with this screen because we got a good running back that's good for throwing screens. So that's going to give us 6 in the pro. We're also going to go, you know what? We like the weak eye wing formation because it's good for running the ball. We're going to stick with the fullback dive play. And we're going to go heavy with the runs out of this one. So we're going to pick a short pass. No, I don't want that motion. I don't want the fullback to go in motion on that one. We'll pick the post shot, the halfback gut, and then we need some type of... So that's one panel. So looks like in order to get a better run play, we're going to have to send that the fullback in motion. So we're going to go with the tight end curl, the halfback power O, and the PA power O. And what that does is that gives us a matching power play action, so that the play looks the same for as long as possible before the defense can actually make a read on it. So that gives us 6 plays in those 2 formations, and then of course we got to go with the I formation because I am old school at heart. And we're gonna go I form pro, and we're gonna go with the mid attack. That's going to be our first play. We're going to go with the... I'm going to see if I can find a different middle run on this one. But for right now, we know we want this halfback toss, so we'll pick that one. And we also want this seam 6, 7, 8. So the next play is, do we have a straightaway halfback dive? We're working on our second panel of plays now. I don't see a straightaway halfback dive. So we'll go lead dive, quick slants, and for my final play, I think I'm going to use another run play. I don't want the bench play just yet. Keep going. You know what? I'm going to go with the 9-5 mic. Because the wide receivers take an inside slant when they're blocking. That forces the corners to the outside if they get a hand on them. So anyway, so this is 6. We'll move on to the next formation. And we'll go with the fullback flare. We'll go with this halfback toss here. And the dagger play. That's going to finish our first panel. And the second panel, we want to have a run play to the middle, because we already have one to the outside. And we're going to make this one an RPO. That's the halfback dive alert bubble. We're going to get the double slant, and then we're going to take this play action power offense, or power O right here. No, we don't want that one. We're going to take something else. You know what? I'm going to just go with the weak flood. Why not? So, right now I'm done. This playbook, as small as it seems, I've got 3 formations. I've got 3 formations. Each of those 3 formations has 2 sets each with 6 plays in it. So I've got 36 plays that I can use, and they're all because of the way that I planned them out. I've got a short pass, a medium to deep pass. I've got runs to the inside. I've got runs to the outside. So basically, these are the kinds of ways you want to plan how you're going to load up your playbook when you load it up. So the next thing for us to do, now that we've got plays in our playbook, and although this is ready. I have taken a playbook with just this many plays into a game just to prove that you can win a game that way. And I did win that game. I won that game, if I recall, by 7 points, I believe. So you can do it. I'm not going to take this playbook the way it is to a game, though. I'm going to put more plays that I want to have in my playbook in this playbook before I take it to the field. But what I will do is I will load up this basic playbook so you can download it and check it out and build from here if you so desire. So the next step, now that we've done what we've done so far, is to set our audibles. So what we do to set our audibles is, and this may seem like a no-brainer, we hit the L1 bumper to get back over here to audibles. And if you're on game plan, it'll loop around. So you hit the L1 button. That's going to be the left bumper on Xbox, and it will list all of the plays that you have in your playbook, along with the audibles that are set. So if I try to take this playbook into a game, I'd only have one audible to call from that formation. So let's change that. Another thing that you might want to note while you're building your playbook is I have a convention, a specific method that I use when I'm setting my audibles, so that when I get to the field, I don't have to think. And that is, I have a short pass play at this button, which is the square. It'll be the X on Xbox. I have a run play that I set to the middle, or I should say to the triangle button, which is going to be the Y on Xbox. I set a medium pass play, medium to deep pass play on the, I'm going to put the mid attack button here, because that gives me a good play if I need between 5 and 12 yards, I'll say. And then for the last play, I usually put a play action play, RPO or something different in this particular spot. And let's see if I've got I don't have a play action play in this formation, so I'm going to put my other pass play in this spot. And let's see, then we'll go to the next formation. Once again, you'll see my short pass here. You'll see my run play here. You'll see my medium pass play here. We're going to go with the dagger. And then we're going to put my RPO, or my play action. But in this case, an RPO. So I'll either throw the bubble if somebody comes off the edge, or I will hand the ball and run it up the middle. Alright, let's go to the bunch. So they filled in that one. I won't change it. Won't change this one. Actually, maybe I will change that one. Nope, I'm going to leave that one like it is. The deep play, I'm going to change that to the flanker drive, because if I need to call the verticals, I'll call it from the play call screen. And since I don't have a play action play in that picked, I'm going to just run this other one. So we're going to change that to the curls play for my short. We're going to go with the 0-1 trap. We're going to leave you like you are, because you're my favorite play and I want you in there. And then we're going to put the slot post in as the final play for that one. And we're going to go with the quick slant. Yes, because I've got play action and everything. Go with the halfback gut. We're gonna go wide receiver drag, and last but not least, we're gonna put that play action in the play action spot. And then the last thing we're gonna go with, and this is my run heavy formation, but we're gonna go with the tight end curl, and lastly with the power O. And I think I'm gonna go with the power O from here. That way, if I'm going, and the reason I picked these particular plays is if I go no huddle and I pick power O, I can alternate between this play and that play if I want, and it looks the same the longest, as well as these two. So what I'll do is I'll pick a play in the play call screen that doesn't have a motion, probably this halfback gut or this halfback dive, fullback dive, and then use that as the starting play and then audible to one of these four. So there we got it. We're all set up. We've got all of our audibles have been selected. The next step in our saga is to save the game ready playbook. Let's do that now. I have some toggle issues with my buttons. So what we're going to do is we're going to back out of here, or I should say we're going to save it first. And we're going to call this let's call it basic offense. Basic FF. And we're going to call it number 1, because I might make another one of these. I might. Probably not, but I might. And there we go. We've just created a fully functioning and usable playbook. And I'm going to take this to the practice field so you can kind of see how it works out. We're going to go into here and practice it, so you'll see basically what it looks like when you get onto the field, in terms of how the panels and how the plays lay out, so that all those concepts that I was telling you about earlier kind of come together. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to advanced options, and this will be something that you want to use if you're trying to use this in not just practice mode, but online or on in franchise or any of those modes that you want to use. You want to go into advanced before your game starts and select your playbook. And so ours is called, the one we just made is basic off once, and then we don't need to worry about the D for this one because we only created an offense. And then we're going to go in and let these things do their thing. And basically we're just going to cycle through, let you see what the panels look like, so that you can take the playbook out on the field. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to rename this one so that if you want to use this playbook or use it to start out your own, you can do that. And as you can see, we've got 1 formation, 2 formations, 3 formations. Goal line plays are standard 12 goal line plays. Those are part of the 42 that you can't get rid of and can't add because you don't want to mess around. And the special teams plays are another set of those plays that are part of your offensive playbook by default. So the first thing we want to look at is the panel of plays. As you can see, I added the halfback gut first, wide receiver drag second, and the quick slants third. If we go to the next panel, we got power O, play action boot, and the halfback screen and the halfback slip screen. That's the order that we picked those plays in. If you want to go back and rewind the video, trust me, that's the order that we picked them in. And then if we go into weak wing, we pick the fullback dive first, halfback gut, and the post shot. And then we pick the tight end curl, halfback power O, and the PA power O, in that order. Let's say we go back and go to we'll go to dice slot, just so you can see, because that was the first set of plays that we picked. Tight end post should be at the top. 0-1 trap should be in the middle, and I think it was quick slants, if I can remember correctly. I don't know if I did it or not, but quick slants is at the top. I feel terrible now. I feel so terrible. And you'll see that in the upper corner, you'll see that the yellow marking, the yellow arrow in the corner will let you know that that is an audible that is set. Alright, so we got run play, pass plays on each panel. Okay, we go over to the bunch, run play, pass plays on each panel. Okay, good, that's what we want. And I form, we got pass plays, run plays on each panel. That's what we want. I form slot, pass plays and run plays on each panel. That weak flood. Did I pick that? I guess I did. Didn't mean to. Anyway, so there you have it. That lets you know that you can build a functioning playbook with just a handful of plays. You don't have to go into the game with 150 million. That's too much to think about sometimes. I once read a book that said the Washington Redskins, Super Bowl winning Washington Redskins, ran 3 run plays. They just ran the same run plays out of different formations. That's all they did. They ran 6 plays total for the game. They just ran those 6 plays out of different formations. So I hope this helps you. What I'm going to do now is save this, upload this video. I hope this helps you guys plan out, not just plan out, but also execute building your own playbook, and hopefully this gets you to a better spot in your game planning, and then winning your games. Just not against me. Holla. For more Madden strategy, community, and competition updates, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at TNT713. Until next time, keep striving for excellence, and may the best plan win.